That's one goofy looking bird, that.
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs?
Did Crack send you here for my head? Well then go ahead. Try to take it. Get him!
Hello everyone, it is the Almighty Jeff and this is episode 162 of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Last time we finished off our final contract in the main game, the creature from Oxenfurt Forest. We basically dealt with an arch-griffin, killed it, returned the head to the contract giver, got our money, usual business. We then ventured back over to Skellige, where we completed the last of the scavenger hunts and picked up the last of the Witcher diagrams. We went to every other location that could be discovered at this point in time without involving the main story, and found everything that we could. There's a couple of caves that we are coming back to as part of the main story, and there's one area that has a level 42 basilisk, I believe, that we're not equipped to deal with yet, but everything else in the game is done, which just leaves us with the main story. So it's going to be very exciting, guys. We're going to go from just back to back until we finish the end of this game, which is fantastic. So I've made my way back to Novigrad. We're doing battle preparations at the moment. I think we're actually going back to Skellige, but first of all we need to speak to Avlach. So
help protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt, and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
You can.
What of Fringilla?
That I don't know, but I shall take it up with him.
hello, ladies.
You barely said hello and you're already plotting something.
It's clearly in our nature.
I hear right. You convinced the Emperor to pardon them?
Provided they help us defend Ciri.
Got a hard time believing Emperor'd go in for a deal like that.
If you can't believe it, don't. I don't need you to.
Some tension.
Bit about Fringilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she sits in the Emperor's dungeon, chained in Dimeritium. At least that's what Rita implied.
Huh, okay.
How's Rita now? Barely got out of prison herself.
She spoke to Fringilla before they imprisoned her. Fringilla said that the Emperor had summoned her, and she'd explained why after the meeting. No one's heard from her since.
Thought this kind of drama only happened around Radovid.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come. They're all waiting for us.
I'm more than candid. I'm more than happy to assassinate two royal leaders. That'd be nice, but I think that would cause a bit too much chaos. Alright, it's Boogie.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
I'm sorry, I was busy.
Anchor's away.
I still arrive and checking his watch for the past 3 days. I'm like, yeah, but I had to check out them spoils of war that were up in the Skellige waters. Even though we are now going to Skellige, I took the time to go there, come back, only to go again. You know. Because I'm cool like that.
The Wild Hunt sailed aboard the Naglfare, a giant longship that traveled between worlds. As Gels had advised, the Witcher set out to find the Sunstone, an artifact needed to draw Erodin into a trap.
Oh boy. It's coming close, it's coming close. I don't want any more devastating blows. I mean, Vesemir. That was cruel. I'm really going to do it again. There's a lot of, and this is the last Witcher game, and there's a lot of lives at stake. It's a bloody long ass loading screen. I've only just come back from Skellige. Unless we're going to somewhere we've not been to before, I don't know. Are the Isle of Mists? I don't think so. I love them. I love them so much. Quite right, quite right. Hilarious. I see a place of power over there, I think. Or a fast travel point, anyway. That's one goofy looking bird, that. Don't even know how else feels that. I don't know if it was purposeful or if it was just the graphics.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Fringilla Vigo.
Oh, this is getting too bloody complicated, this. Getting more and more that we're going to have to rely on Nilfgaard, but I don't want to. I don't like Nilfgaard. God. You wouldn't have thought a world like this could have such a complicated political landscape, but there you go.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the mountain elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
Oh dear.
Tell us, please. Absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion. Yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the
I wasn't
day the White
joking.
Fleet was to set
I wanna hear
sail,
this.
Gelban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this Sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Well,
Of whom
a lot of
some
trust
are
is going to have to go into
living
this.
and while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there. Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages? Of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for treason.
you'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
A plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
Okay.
I'm off.
It's Boogie.
Good luck.
Alright, so we've got a couple of things going on. Letter from Yennefer to Emir van Emrys. Your Imperial Majesty, allow me to remind you that our arrangement encompassed all the sorceresses wishing to take part in the risky endeavour whose success is so vital to us. I find it hard to believe that in the current situation, when I have already succeeded in gathering so many members of the Lodge, you would refuse to allow Fringilla Vigo to join our company. I understand there are personal factors that make you reluctant to part with your subject, but I assure you our interests are aligned in those matters as well. I promise that I will uphold the conditions of our arrangement, despite the fact that they will demand sacrifices of me and will leave me in an unfortunate situation. I therefore request politely, yet with great insistence, that you release Fringilla, with all due respect, Yennefer. Alrighty. See if we can talk to anybody.
Geralt?
Oh, never mind.
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
Triss?
Yes, Geralt?
You, holding up all right?
It'll be a hard slog for everyone.
You know what I mean.
What am I supposed to say? I mean, I knew you and Yennefer... that you'd end up back together. It was a lost cause. Always.
I guess so. I just don't want you to...
Can we not dwell on it? I need to focus on other things now.
Right. Understood. So long, Triss.
Still feel so weird about that. Ciri, Sevilla, a darling daughter.
Of course.
Oh, got a plenty to say.
Once you'd left Yen and me on the Isle of Avalon, what happened to you? What did you do?
I traveled through time, space, different worlds. I saw houses of glass, ran with unicorns at the world's end. Even lived in an undersea kingdom for a time.
Freedom. Always had a taste for it.
I still do.
So why'd you return?
It was too much. I almost drowned in it. When everything is possible, it quickly becomes a lot less alluring.
Traveling between worlds. What's it like?
It's... nice.
Difficult?
It was at first, but in time it became automatic, like riding a horse.
Bet a lot of mages would love to learn to do it.
I'm certain they would. But Avalok claims they've neither the knowledge nor talent. He spent 4 centuries learning to do it, yet can still only find and pass through pre-existing portals. I go wherever I please, whenever I please.
So, need your advice about Yennefer.
Very well. Ask away.
The thing is, I'd like to take her somewhere, once it's over. Someplace picturesque, beautiful even, where we can rest. You've been almost everywhere. Also know Yen well. Any ideas? I was thinking Spala, or maybe Dol Blathanna.
This is so
The
cute.
first roadside inn you pass, take her there. Pay for a month in advance, carve "Do Not Disturb" into the room door, and shut it behind you.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Oh,
Eridan's located you time and again. How's that work?
When I pass between worlds, I create a kind of shockwave. Anyone properly trained can sense it. That's how Avalok explains it, at any rate. He can do it too.
So you shouldn't actually ever use your power.
It's not like that. The impulse is stronger the longer my voyage. On short hops, the disturbance is practically imperceptible.
I see. Okay.
I should go.
All right. We'll talk later.
Alright, dear. Take it we can speak to Avalok. Oh, I don't want a dried fish. I want to talk to Avalok.
Yes, Geralt?
Margarita any better?
I managed to accelerate tissue regeneration. She's feeling much better. In fact, we must bring Eridan here as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm afraid these sorceresses of yours will start fighting amongst themselves.
Okay. What'll happen there?
Look of things, pretty soon Ciri won't need your help anymore.
Nor yours.
True. She'll do whatever she wants, and I'll support her. What about you? Ready to let her live her own life?
I shan't force her to do anything, if that's your question.
Charming world you and Elle have got. Could easily fall in love with the place. Tell me, how do you do it? Sit around playing flute, painting rutting unicorns in gorgeous landscapes, building ornately sculpted towers? And then you murder us, without batting an eye, without a hint of guilt. How?
Do you humans feel guilt when you murder Enshe elves? Or dwarves? Or dryads? We are the same. Simply because we both firmly believe others are inferior.
Tell me something more about Caranthir. Know him well?
Know him? I reared him.
Raised, don't you mean?
No, Geralt. I began shaping him long before he was born. For centuries, I brought together pairs of elves manifesting certain abilities, those able to manipulate time and space. He is the result of these efforts. Caranthir, a golden child.
So that's inbreeding.
Golden
Nice.
child who grew up to be a criminal.
You imprisoned Ciri the first time you met her. Now you protect her while fighting against your own kind. Quite an about-face.
First of all, I did not imprison her. She found me. It was her destiny.
Yeah, sure. Get to the second of all. Why are you helping her?
Because she is a danger. A mortal one. You look at her and see a human, a ward, a daughter even. I look and see the Elder Blood. A power that can destroy the world. A power that must be kept from Eredin's power-addled hands at all costs. Admittedly, our motives differ. Yet in spite of that, we share a goal. So, you would be wise to trust me. Or at least try.
Ooh, I don't know. I reckon something's going to happen with Avalok. But, I don't know. Alright, that seems we've spoken to everyone worth speaking to. So we've got a couple of quests we can be working on now. So we've got the Sunstone Battle Preparations is the bigger one, and Veni Vidi Vigo. So we'll do the Sunstone first. So let's go and speak to Krach. Oh, and there he is. Hey, buddy.
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs. They bay at our gates, seek to strike fear in our hearts.
Saw them all. Where's Ermion?
Went to see Lugas. An uncrate on the throne remains a thorn in his ass. Now he's seen the Black Ones, it pricks him even harder. The Druid's gone to reason with the dim-witted knob.
Think I'll join Ermion. Need to talk to him.
Go. And when you see that bloody twit Lugas, be sure and tell him... best not. The Druid knows what to say. Farewell.
Alright, man. Toodle pip. Okay, right. So we go ahead and back down to... Is it Ketra? Is that with Lugas's place? I can't remember now. Kemware. Okay, so we need a fast travel point. I believe there's one around here. Assume we're at Ketra, don't we? If Cracks about. Yeah, there we go. I know where we are now. Okie dokie. And we'll pop on by. I believe the Sunstone is the quest that's going to take us into the Ancient Crypt. So the cave that's at the very north of the island that we couldn't get into, and should hopefully then take us into the Hidden Treasure and the Place of Power, which are the last two question marks we got on the map as well. I don't know if we'll get into it in this particular episode because we are getting on, we're over the halfway point, but it'd be nice to get them ticked off at any route.
What else would crack?
Oh.
I'll not kneel before an Oncrite, never.
Sorry.
That clear to you?
You prefer to aid the Black Ones?
I'd sooner aid the rights of bleeding Moorhog than let Crack rule all Skellige.
And your men, what do they say? Will they follow you when the Jarls call you a traitor?
This here's my land, Druid. Watch your words.
Would you be king by Nilfgaard's grace?
That's your bark before you bite. Did Crack send you here for my head? Well then go ahead. Try to take it. Get him!
Oh great. Okay, well... Not our first case of regicide, is it? Not even our first case of regicide this month. Mind you, I suppose we didn't actually kill Radovid, but we helped. Nice. Oh, watch it, Ermion. Oh. Just... Ah, over there. That was behind the walls then. Oh, Ermion, come on, dude. God damn these single file stairs. Oh! Nice. Nice, okay. Have we effectively destroyed everybody? Oh, there you go. I want to see if Lugos has anything. Elven Steel Sword. Is that him? Yeah. No one's really got anything of value. Alright, Ermion. Uh-oh. Also, we're literally wiping out the entire fort, are we? Nice. Ooh! I like that. Okay. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I'll watch ye die with pleasure.
Damn it.
Are we quite finished? Right, come on, surely there can't be too much more. Can't talk to him yet, it's not letting me. How far do we have to go here? Do we have to go to... We're not wiping out the village as well, are we?
We should not stay here.
Fine, for God's sake. We've got the longest trip down to the bloody village as well, isn't it? There could be worries over here too. Are they even aware of what's happened? Doesn't seem to be. It'd be a bit weird if they're like, I have a feeling something grave has happened up at the fort.
This one's really funny. What's the difference between...
Oh my god, dude, how far do we have to go here? There we go, thank God for that.
Well, Geralt, I see no row can occur in Skellige without your participation.
Mean and inaccurate, Ermion. Seems to me I've missed quite a few.
The blood of Crach's blood sits upon the throne, and that is your doing. I'm afraid you've ignited a small civil war.
What's it supposed to do?
For ages, men had shed each other's blood in the quest for Skellige's crown. Politics as usual, just a difference of degree. Yet the bloody feast at Caer Trolda was different. It was dishonorable, treacherous, needed investigation. More Witcher's work. Work that culminated with the crowning of the Isle's new queen.
I thought electing Ceres would have been a good thing.
Clan Drummond will
She's more of a
attack
diplomat,
sooner
isn't she?
than we expected, it seems.
Thought Crach sent you to negotiate an agreement with Lugos.
Ha! An agreement. Only Crach believes such a thing possible at this stage.
Mean I didn't actually ruin things for you?
Not this time. Lugos' death stands to change a great deal. His cousin, who will now be named Jarl, is a weak commander. Stupid. This war will start soon, end even sooner. But why have you returned to Skellige?
How's Ceres handling things?
As the makings of an excellent queen, if she would only flee her father's shadow. Everyone, Lugos excepted, declared their support for her. Yet the minute the Imperial fleet appeared on the horizon, the Jarl took matters into his own hands.
And Hjalmar?
And the lads led 3 raids against the Imperial fleet, all against Crach's will, all failed. Yet he'll find volunteers for another.
Yeah, sounds like Hjalmar. Listen, Ermion, know anything about the Sunstone? Legends place it somewhere in Skellige.
The mask of Urberus first, now the Sunstone. Monsters may rest easy. You've become a treasure hunter.
Well, you know.
I've never found the Enshe elves interesting. But there's a skald, Eyvind. He could help you. Once told me of some inaccessible caverns or ruins or some such.
Where will I find him?
Today? In Arambjorn, doubtless. You might also ask the Pearl Divers, Erling and Matthias Fishlung. Of late, they hunt near the tip of the bay, eastern end.
Fishlung? Interesting.
So they call him. Submerges for hours at a time. None know how he does it, but I've my suspicions.
Not too fond of him.
It's nothing personal. I couldn't stand his father or grandfather either.
Thanks for your help.
One thing, Geralt. These caves are ruins. Matthias and Erling's ancestors would have looted them bare centuries ago were they not protected by some magic barrier. Take a sorceress with you. You must have brought at least one along.
Whole gaggle this time.
Gods protect us.
Hey. What if it let us actually make a choice? That'd be quite funny. But yeah, I'm gonna take Margarita. Why not? Shits and giggles. You know how it is. Alright, well... I do wish it would direct me to the nearest signpost if it's across the other side of the island. I get why they don't, but... it's rather annoying. Alright, why are we not running? Come on. Why aren't you running? Why aren't you running? Thank you. I assume we're probably going to take Yen with us. More than happy to do so. Alright, so... a couple of places to visit. Both around and beyond. Been a while since we're here. This is where we did the contract at the lighthouse. The Phantom of the Lighthouse, is that what it was called? We had to come back and the guy who gave us the contract got killed by some other angry natives. And then we killed them and we got sent to prison for it. By Madman Lugos. And well, now he's dead, so you can see how that worked out well for.
Not now.
Watching for Nilfgaard's fleet.
Fleet? Oh, aye, they mentioned something. Nay, I've more important matters on my mind. By my calculations, today's the day Gevorg, the legendary white whale, will swim the waters of Skellige. Been waiting for this my whole life.
What's this whale about?
He's to appear when spectres descend from the heavens into the waves. The serpent wakes the sea's wrath and an icy monster devours an isle. Be the first bard to compose a ballad about him.
Legends don't happen to
should go bring Dandelion.
The curse of the Black Sun, do they?
Black Sun? What are you on about?
Never mind. Let's watch for Gevorg together, and you can tell me what you know about any elven ruins in Skellige.
I don't get the feeling this whale isn't going to turn up.
Heard of some cavern no one's been able to enter?
Good thing, too. Elsewise, they'd have plundered it long ago like all the others.
Oh.
Avon.
What?
I... just wanted to assure you I only want to look around the cavern. It's research.
Research?
Okay.
Writing an adventure novel. Gathering material for it.
Mean to write up the coming of the White Fleet? Prime idea. Perhaps you could use my translation of the Song of Gilban and Dillion.
Gladly. So where's this cavern?
Yeah, because I'll
sail east from
be sure to get round to that.
Cavern's in a cove, only accessible from the sea.
So long, and good luck with the white whale.
It'll show today. I'm sure of it.
Oh, that's just terrible. He showed up and we distracted him. Oh god. Okay, so do not have to speak to the other guy then. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Yeah, we're talking to Yennefer. I knew it. We're going with Yen. My darling love. My sweet summer child. Alright.
Did you sever his head?
Where's your sever? What have you done? Okie dokie. Back to the harbour. Already made your way into town. I don't have to do all the bloody walking. I don't know if it's going to immediately put us into the action after we've spoken to her, but we are reaching the end of the episode. Do you know it's been relatively... well, it's been more story than anything else. Obviously we did have the fight with Madman Lugos and his men. But...
I'd rather verify it now. Otherwise I'll continue to wonder if he's not about to stab me in the back.
You've something of a persecution complex.
You needn't come with us.
I hadn't intended it.
Going somewhere?
Ciri says there's a site in Skellige we must examine. Avalok's clearly hiding something from us.
Earlier, when we were in the Isles together, Avalach mentioned a laboratory. At one point, he wished to teleport there, to retrieve something. And he refused to take me with him. It was all very strange.
Sufficiently suspicious, don't you think?
So what? Want to just sneak in and root around?
Exactly. Coming with?
Fine. Where is it?
On a small isle between Undvik and Speakerog.
Not exactly on our way. Just found out the Sunstone's on Skellige. Cavern along the coast that we can only access from the sea. Gonna need some real magic to get in, too.
Go find this laboratory. I'll explore Skellige. You can join me later.
Oh, I gotta go with Philippa.
Philippa, your eyesight. Only just recovered and magically simulated. Didn't you say you'd need some time to get accustomed?
Did I?
I'd forgotten how irritating she can be. Come, Siri.
Oh dear.
We'll await you there.
Interesting. Okay, so Child of the Elder Blood shows the island where Avalach's laboratory is located. Alright, so open up another quest. Yippee. Is that? Oh. Second I thought that was Ceres. I was like, what are you doing down here? Alright, okay, that seems to be everything. So let's have a look. Glossary. We definitely have some character updates, haven't we? So Ermion was updated. Madman Lugos. Alright, and now onto quests. Obviously we've not found any new locations, but we've picked up a Child of the Elder Blood, worked through a bit of battle preparations, picked up Veni Vidi Vigo, and gotten through a fair amount of the Sunstone. And that is it, so no character level up, and we are already at midday apparently. Just gone. Which is interesting. I don't think that's happened once in this entire playthrough. So I'll save the game there. Alright guys, that's where we're going to end it for today. So really interesting episode. I'm sure we're going to end up finding the Sunstone now. We've got a lot of opportunities and quest lines that we can go down. Seems that once we go to the Sunstone we'll be going with Philippa and not with Yennefer unfortunately. But I think the game seems to want us to go exploring for the laboratory with Ciri and Yennefer anyway. So I think we'll take a detour and complete that quest first before we come back to the Sunstone and then do the Veni Vidi Vigo at the end. But yeah, can't believe we've took down yet another monarch. That's stacking those up a little bit, aren't we? Obviously I think it's a little bit of a lesser scale to take down the Jarl of Skellige than it is to take down the King of Redania and basically the ruling figurehead of the Northern Kingdoms. But you know, it's added to the manifesto. Probably not a very good manifesto. Probably going to get us a lot of trouble with future contracts if the King's like, he could kill me afterwards. I wonder if he's got the higher body count now. Yeah, Geralt told there though, but at least he'd be proud of us. Anywho, before I put, let me take a second to thank my amazing patrons. My £5 patron is Ron Hyler. You can find links to his channel as well as my other £3 patrons in the description down below. And exclusive secrets to my £1 patrons. Thank you so much everyone. It is truly appreciated and it goes a long way to help the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you should become a patron, you can follow the link in the description down below. You don't have to do that because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.